Huawei Mate 10 Pro isn't the first phone packed with seriously clever AI tech inside it, but it may be the smartest yet, a mobile that's capable of recognizing what you're pointing your camera at and predicting which app you're about to open. Add in the fact that it also has a classy glass design, eye-caressing 18.9 screen and mighty battery, and you have a smartphone fit to stand with any release this year. Design. The Huawei Mate 10 Pro has a close to identical design to the regular Mate 10, which is no bad thing. The design takes the same mixed metal and glass approach as the Galaxy Note 8 or iPhone X. The slightly curved glass back, coupled with the sturdy metal sides and near bezel-less front, makes the Pro one of the prettiest phablets on the market. The slim bezel also means the Pro doesn't feel terribly unwieldy, despite packing a 6-inch screen. Outside of this, you'll find all the trimmings expected of a 2017 flagship. On the back, just below the dual Leica branded cameras, you'll find a fingerprint scanner, which during my tests proved fast and reliable. At the bottom you'll see the increasingly common USB-C charging port and a speaker which, while not the loudest around, is more than good enough for video calling. My only minor quibble with the phone's design is that, unlike its sibling the Mate 10, the Pro doesn't have a 3.5mm headphone jack. I know I'm fighting a losing battle, as everyone has already jumped on Apple's no 3.5mm bandwagon, but for me and many music fans, the port's absence is still a sticking point. Display. The big difference between the Mate 10 Pro and the regular Mate 10 is that the Pro has an OLED, not LCD, screen. Specifically, the Pro comes with a 6-inch HD plus HDR10 OLED display, while the regular Mate 10 comes with a more basic 5.8-inch Quad HD HDR10 LCD screen. Some people may complain about the seemingly lower resolution, but the truth is that the Pro's 2160 x 1080 pixel count is more than good enough. Even if you try your absolute hardest, you're not going to spot individual pixels. The OLED panel is also one of the best on the market at the moment. Unlike Google's Pixel 2 XL, the screen isn't horribly calibrated and, while a smidgen warm, colors generally look nicely vibrant without making the jump into oversaturated territory. Earlier this year I used and tested the Huawei P10 and P10 Plus, and quickly fell in love with their cameras, but the ones on the Mate 10 Pro are even better. Huawei stuck with the two-camera setup it introduced back on 2016's P9. What do you mean you don't remember that? Okay then, for those of you who don't follow Huawei's history all that closely, that's a 20MP monochrome sensor paired with a 12MP color one. The two work together to accomplish all manner of jiggery-pokery, including near-lossless zoom, blurry backgrounds and extra-sharp snaps. Both cameras have Leica-made lenses with a large, light-gathering f1.6 aperture. The color sensor has optical image stabilization, and there's also laser autofocus and phase detection on board. Performance. The only positive software additions I can spot focus on the Mate 10 Pro's new AI-infused Kirin 970 processor. According to Huawei, its latest 8-core CPU comes with a specially made neural processing unit that adds a number of performance-optimizing AI features. The unit apparently lets the phone learn and eventually predict your usage patterns to preemptively launch or tweak applications to meet your needs. Paired with 6GB of RAM, which quite frankly is overkill on a phone, the Kirin chipset blitzed through every task I threw at it. Multi-tab web browsing was slick, and apps and games opened within milliseconds. Phone calls were stable and pleasingly free of dropouts, and the Mate 10 Pro played demanding 3D games smoothly. Its EMUI software is also stabler than past versions I've tested, and outside of a couple of application crashes I'm yet to experience any serious bugs or glitches. Software. Huawei's always struggled with mobile software, thanks to its insistence on using its own EMUI skin. Traditionally, this has warped whatever Android version it's laid over to near unrecognizable levels, making needles UI changes and adding more third-party bloatware and duplicate apps than could easily be counted. Despite coming on leaps and bounds, and Huawei having managed to load the Pro with the Google's latest Android 8 Oreo software, this problem remains the same on the Mate 10 Pro. Emotion UI still completely reworks key things, like Android's settings menu, making it difficult to find the exact option you're looking for. It also removes the app tray from the main menu. Huawei Mate 10 Pro is an easy phone to love for many, many reasons. That battery life. That lovely OLED screen. That super fast performance. That camera. In fact, there's really very little wrong with it at all, beyond the fact that it doesn't really do anything that hasn't already been done by another top Android this year. Yes, there's the distinctive whiff of familiarity here, like someone's grabbed all of their favorite bits from the year's best phones and smashed them all together into a kind of Frankenstein's monster phone. But that doesn't really bother me, and nor should it concern you. If you want a big, powerful Android phone with a lovely camera and superb battery life, and most people do, then the Mate 10 Pro should be near the top of your list.